Allah. Welcome, 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 welcome on in. So, we got lots to talk about. So, about a minute early. All right. So, first off, the title of this is all about those witches and those warlocks that some people are running into that are causing them problems. So first of all, let me give my scenario. So True Bally, Ballay, you emailed me yesterday. That will be a no for you. I'm not going to be able to do a reading for you because it's not a reading that you're looking for. You are looking for someone that can take on whatever you're conjuring. So let's get into these scenarios because I've had two people tell me, and their stories are almost the same. All right, so let's look at this from a scenario. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm not walking up in this. Okay, the first scenario can be this. You could be somebody from another country just trying to figure out how to get into people's emails and go, I don't got no money for you, honey. Every dime I make or whatever, I pay them bills, just like you do, okay? I'm not, if I was sitting rich, being an Elon Musk or something, had money coming out my Katusha, I would be all over the place doing all kind of stuff. Not making no spaceships and trying to do that, trying to get out from underneath the firmament. But I would be doing something like that. All right. I wouldn't be hanging out here on YouTube doing this. I don't get paid for this. All right. Which means I'm not following a scenario that in order for me to get paid, I got to follow their script. No, I'm free. Yeah. So this is for those of you that are maybe doing this to try to lure someone in to get into those accounts or whatever. I ain't got nothing for you. Second, you could be actually someone who is a super saint, super Christian person, a vigilantian person of this way that's coming in to lure the person in, the healer is, because you don't like the way they walk in their life. What business is it of yours how they walk? You walk your way, let that other person walk their way. It's not up to you to be jumping in, trying to mess with them or guilt them or gaslight them or shame them for what they do. They are on their path just like you. You don't see them chasing your butt trying to make you be like them. So leave these people alone. Leave people alone. And here's my thing. When I find people going after other people like that, especially they feel justified doing it. They're doing God's work. I'm going to tell you, which God are you working for? Come on. You're going to go that way. Which God are you working for? Because the one God that didn't want women to be connected to their intuition and was making sure to get rid of as many women as possible and make sure they stay subservient and never connect, that's that false light God. That's the one that always has everybody afraid of them, afraid they're not going to get into heaven. Fear God. It's that energy. That's the old one. That's the one that started all these problems down here. Put a lot of people asleep and put you in fear mode. Remember the rule of thumb. on this planet is to have you in fear. Fear to never ever step into yourself fully. Give your power away. Give your light away. Okay? Then the other scenario could be this. This is the third one. You could really have this going on. But how do you know that it's witches and warlocks and an Anunnaki doing it? How do you know? Who told you that? Who told you that? And did you vet it out and find out that it was true? Who told you that? Because whoever told you that, how much did they charge you for to tell you that? How do you know? How do you know? I'm saying it like it is, keeping it real. How do you know? Because there's certain people that'll send me an email or something and they're wording it like this. Warlock and witches and they're in my dreams and they're taking... What is happening? First of all, rule of thumb, especially if you're young and this is happening. You don't go up on an elder and say all this, but you don't ever tell the healer when it started, what were you doing when it all took place? What circles were you hanging out in? Did you sleep with somebody's man or woman? Did somebody get upset about that? Are they chasing your ass because of that? Don't be leaving out all those little pieces of the scenario and then you expect the healer to come and rescue your butt to help you get it clean. Here's my take on this, and I'm going to say it like it is. First thing is this. If you are in a situation like that, take yourself back to when it all first started, who was involved, and break the contracts. Break the soul energy contract with those people and with those beings. You can do that now. We're in Aquarian time. We're in that doorway. You can do that now. It'd be a different story if you were in the Piscean time, like we just were, where you can't get out from underneath that spell no matter what, because you got too many horsemen in the playing that's holding it down. Now a lot of these gateway keeper horsemen, falsified beings are dying. They have already been taken care of, but now we're seeing the so-called, now we're going to let people know. But they were already dealt with 3 to 4 years ago. But now they're going to tell you now, because this is the time they have to tell you now. During the time of the 3 to 4 years ago, where was that giving the truth then? They didn't want you to know. They didn't want to tell you. But now, because they have to tell you, because of what time it is. Okay? So, if you got this going on, I highly suggest to you, first of all, don't go looking for a healer that does work, but you want this person to take your stuff on. No, 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 no. You go do this work. You go find, if you need to find a really intense medicine man or woman that specializes in getting rid of attachments, demons, all that stuff that you are floating around in and you think that's after you, that's what you need to find. Look for it in your own backyard, your own area, okay, to get that taken care of, okay? Nothing wrong with seeking that, but make sure you have a alignment with the person that's going to do the medicine. I'm not going to take your stuff on. I'm not here to do that. I've seen enough of that. And you know what? A lot of times when this shit is happening to someone, I'm going to say it like it is. You either slept with someone, you either took something that you shouldn't have took, you stepped up in someone's magic circle that you shouldn't have did, And now you're getting yourself whacked with all this energy. Somebody don't like you. Now they're after you. Could be just one or two, could be a group. But hell, you can also get that from people who are super religious in church that say, oh, we're going to pray for you. And they're sitting there and they're conjugating up their prayers of heavy stuff and saying, we don't like what you're doing. You need to stop. You need to go to Christ and God. Da, 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 da. That's none of their business what anybody else is doing. If you are not hurting a child or hurting anybody, and you're doing your path, and you're being of service on the utmost high, you're a vessel for the divine, and you're showing up doing your work, whatever that calls to you, and you walk in harmony on this planet, you're good. It's the ones that are cuckoo for Cocoa Puff that don't have the milk to go with the cereal that are running loose, causing problems. Okay? That's the deal. So if you're experiencing this, I'm telling you, go back. What did you do? What did you step in? And stop. I can't stand people, and I have to say it like it is. You heal or jump. You get with one healer, you get what you want from that healer, da 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 da. Now that healer then ticked you off because they're not catering to your needs all the time. So now you dump that one. Now you're going to go on to another one and start all over again. And you tell the same story. Oh, well, I had someone work with that one could only get me so far. Now I'm with you. Let's see how far you get me. No, you take your ass back to what the hell did you step into? And take some ownership there. And then start doing your work from that place. Start. When did it start? When did you start having misfortune? When did you start having illnesses? When did you start seeing things happening in your home? When did you start feeling like you were getting assaulted in your sleep? I told you all what had happened to me. Medicine Man was getting up in my space because he of all people, close to me, okay, he of all people, got up in my space and telling me I need to pick or choose. I can't be on the red road doing native way, and then I'm over here doing readings and crystals and stuff. First of all, my path is my path. And I'm never going to let a two-leg tell me what I can and cannot do. Because the day I let that happen is the day I lose my light and my power. Follow me, what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been there. I've tangled with some crazy stuff. And it went into my family. And I had to deal with the person. Come to find out it was a husband and wife doing it. And we had a fight. I walked away. I was fine. They were not. They are no longer on this planet. There are some people that you shouldn't test and be thinking you're going to tangle with them, because you don't know what they walk with. You don't know who's in their background. You don't know who's their ancestor. You don't know who their warrior protectors are. And first off, you don't know what the hell they came here on this planet to do. But you always got some loosey goose out there in the thing. Oh, I'm gonna step in her space and see what I can do and what I can get at. No. That's why I said, what did you step in? Who did you step up on? Because whoever you stepped up on ain't happy with you. You gotta be careful nowadays. You can't be just doing things like that, especially now. Shit, we getting ready to have another eclipse on the 13th of this month. over Northern America. We already got issues going on. Now we're going to have that. So here's the thing. This message is for those of you that are running around watching people on their platforms and you trying to say and do crazy stuff to them. Time out. First of all, do you want to get tagged? And I'm talking about universal tagged, because the payoff is not going to be good for you. The good that you do and the things that you stay on top of are paybacks like that. You turn around and go do something good for somebody else, boom, that day you're going to receive it back. You go fuck somebody over and do them wrong and steal from them, you're going to get that shit back that day. It ain't no more, oh, just waiting a couple of years for you to get, no, you're going to get that back. Because that's what time it is. That's what time it is. And I'm saying this message because I'm watching the energy. That's what I specialize in. I watch energies, frequencies, and color, and I watch things. I observe. There's a medicine being that does that. They always watch it. And you don't see them when they coming. They come fast and swift. And by the time you realize they're upon you, it's too late. Kind of like the equalizer. You ever watch how he does that? You give them a chance to straighten up, get right. He warns them, he tells them, but no, they got to go get stupid. And they got to test him. And the ones that test him, they never pass. Nope, they don't. That's why he's called the equalizer. He's restoring balance. He's all about the balance. Okay, you just beat this girl up and okay, and now you're going to sit up here and act like you didn't do it. But I'm trying to give you a chance to clean your name up and make things right. Then he's got to go inflict the pain on him. Now back to the one that got in my space. He was coming up in my space because I told him he had no right to tell me what I can and cannot do. It's my path. And then that's when he gets all, well, you cannot come to my lodge anymore. You can't be all in my lodge. And here's the thing. It was a setup because the young lady that started it was asking these questions before we even went in the lodge. And I said, this is not the time and the place to be talking about this right now. I would prefer it after we're done with medicine. You can contact me the next day and we can talk then. That's what I said to her. So that made her mad that she wasn't gonna like draw me out so that everybody would know my business, because I just stayed in myself and stayed quiet. I come there for the medicine. I'm not coming there to show and talk about all the stuff I do. I'm coming there for me, for my medicine, for my healing time. So she's drawing it out. And I caught the energy of what she was doing. I said, why is she trying to? I said, oh, she's trying to make something out of this. Okay, whatever. I got you. And then I get that phone call the next day. He's going to run game on me and all of a sudden try to tell me, you got to pick or choose. I said, why do I got to pick and choose? It's a part of me. It's who I am. When you got it, you got it. Everybody has their gifts. That don't mean you have the right to tell me who and how I'm supposed to be. Everyone has their gifts. Everyone uses their gifts a different way. But when he did that, I was like, no. I'm not following a box. I'm not being boxed in. I am who I am. You don't like it? Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Okay? Toodaloo. I like Mrs. Meadows. Toodaloo. So, next thing I know, I'm telling him, fine. We're no longer Sundance sister and brother. We're done. Pivot. Pivot. Okay? We're done. Pivot. Native. Pivot. When I hit the chest and I go pivot, you're going to feel that. That means I'm not going to see you no more. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. You don't exist anymore to me. Period. Anything that you gave me, whatever that day, gone. All right? Done. That's how it is. That's how I rock. Pivot. If you hear that word and you see my eyes look at you, you see my hand go across like this, that means I'm done with you. That's what that means. We talk no more. We have no connection no more. You mean no. And that's what I said. It wasn't until 48 hours, 72 hours later, I start getting weirdness. I go to bed, I'm getting tired, go to bed, and I feel something coming up on me in my bed. And I'm like, what the hell? And I be in that sleep, and it's the kind of sleep where you feel like you're kind of paralyzed, like you can't move, that kind of shit. You can't talk, but then you get it and you feel it. But because of who I am, I saw who was doing it. And I said, you better leave me alone. Get out of my space. Now, this is for those of you that have issues. This is how you have to come back. I say, you better leave me alone. Leave me alone. Get out of my space. I know who you are. Disappears. I'm like, sage everything off and go back to sleep. Next night, he come right back at me. And this time, I was in a deep sleep. My spirit comes out. I see myself sleeping, trying to wake up, but I can't. But my spirit sees him, and I see him. And I said, motherfucker, I told you to leave me alone. Now I'm going to send your ass straight to a hell realm. I said some word, blah, blah, boom. I ain't heard from him since. Didn't get another one of those. But I did hear that he was started having some issues. Never came back up on me again. Nope. To the loo. That's how you have to be. Stop looking for other people to come and do something for you because you stepped up in something or something got sent your way. You got to go in there and figure out when did that start and go take care of it. Because that's the test. Do you have it in you to get rid of it? Do you have it in you to face whoever's doing it? Now, sometimes shit can be generational. Stuff can be coming down from the generations, and it's something your mom or dad did and nobody talked about it. It was a deep, dark secret, but boom, it falls on you and you got to deal with it. You got to go back through the photos, find out who was who. You got to go back through timelines and find out, and then you find out, well, it was a mess. So-and-so found so-and-so messing around with so-and-so. So-and-so got upset and so-and-so and then so-and-so went and did some root work on this person. And now you got this whole feud going on between 2 or 3 bloodlines. That's generational. Because each person is trying to take the other person out. Okay? So, this message is for those of you that need to go back and look and see where did it all start. Stop thinking that the healer is supposed to fix it all for you. And you leave holes all in your story. And then the healer thinks, okay, everything looks, but you're still having a problem because you didn't tell the whole damn story. You didn't tell the whole thing. You left pieces out. And there's nothing more aggravating to a healer to have to keep going back and forth, because you left holes all in your story. And then after she or he gets so far with you, then you come back later and say, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this also happened, da 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 da. When you have that time with that elder or that healer that's going to be doing work with you, sit your ass down and say it like it is when it all first started. Don't leave nothing out. Tell the whole story. Tell the whole thing. So, like I said, this message is for those of you that keep telling these. I've told you, get your medicine. I told you, get your wands. I told you, step into yourself. Some of you just don't listen. Some of you play games. I wouldn't play games right now. No. Nope. Is it really worth it? Is that money really worth your health, your well-being to play games like that right now? During this timeline? Are you kidding me? You must want a date with death. In this timeline construct. Are you kidding me? Those of us that are grounded and know what time it is, we have enough going on just trying to stay in our bodies and keep going. And then you're out here playing all this? You best not be doing that. This is not the time. This is the time to step into yourself. This is the time to break those soul contracts. This is the time to break those generational curses. You can do it now. You can get in there and say, I don't consent to this anymore. I don't consent to other beings coming into my space. I don't consent to any attacks. You're coming in. Hey, meet my team. I hope you're ready. Because my dragons are hungry. Bon appetit. You gotta be strapping like this now. You have to be walking like this. Everything is so dimensional right now. And if you think somebody or something is not watching you do something bad or hurt someone or whatever, and you think that that's not being noted, oh, sadly mistaken. You just CGI'd yourself. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So I really wanted to come on here and talk about that because I was seeing a slight little trend. And one of the biggest things I had to learn, don't be a victim to your circumstances. Stop being a victim. Stop being victimized. Stop being a victim to it. People will keep doing shit to you if they know they can get by and keep doing it to you. If you never stand up for yourself, you never stand in your power, you never walk with that, you don't release the Kraken when you need to release the Kraken, there comes time when you got to do fights. I've been there. And then when you fight in those ethers and you come out and you sit back and then you see the results. What? What happened? They're no longer here. Just saying. Take this as someone that's been there and done that. I've seen this stuff. I personally had it done to me. Personally had my ex-husband doing shit to me. It had to, and I'm going to tell you this. He was into some serious dark magic, and I didn't even know. Okay, this is how dangerous this was. There's like two phases of him. Here I am, good Catholic girl, you know, ESP, you know. And I get married to him, the love of my life. And I had no idea he was into the dark stuff. Because I didn't understand what that was. I didn't know what that was. I did not know what that was until I got awakened by the one that came into the door, which that she was, and awakened me. And when she gave me those vows to say, to awaken, that was the birth of me. Then I saw everything. Then I was able to say, okay, that's what this is. Then things started happening like this to get me caught up, and I was meeting people from past lifetimes and said, you told me you're going to be in this lifetime. We're going to meet up. I'm going to remind you of who you are and give you this and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what's happening to all of us. We have people that come into your life to remind you who you are and wake you up. And then to realize he was doing dark stuff. And the way I really didn't know, you want to know what was so freaking scary? How deep he was into it? I'm in the kitchen downstairs making breakfast. We lived in a townhome, number 9, of course. Yeah, number 9 apartment. Yeah, it all ended there. And I'm cooking and I say, "Huh, is the breakfast ready? Come on down." I hear like this heavy walking up the stairs, like it was 10 people up there. And then I hear this dark growling sound that comes from up there. He comes running down the stairs. I'm like, what the hell was that? And he goes, oh, you heard that? I go, what the hell was that? Yeah. He conjured up something because he was mad at his boss. And he decided to conjure something up. And it was in his little private closet area where he was keeping it. Oh, yeah, we had all kind of crazy stuff going on. Spontaneous fires in the bathroom for no reason. Shit happening. So when I say I've been there, done that, I've been there, done that. Okay? So don't be stepping off and stuff. Don't be fucking with people. Don't be making up stories to get that person to fall for your stuff, because this is not that time you want to be doing that. Go break your contracts, your soul contracts. Those people that are out of balance with you, the ones that get on your nerves and you don't understand why you're bickering all the time. I don't care if your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, whatever, your friends. I don't care who they are, whatever it is. There's a contract. Go break the contract. Say, you know what? I'm done with this contract between us. This energy, it stops now. I command it so. I'm done with this. I command it so. Be done with it. Step into yourself. Take the necessary steps. If you got stuff going on in your home, what is it? When did it start? When's the last time you smudged? Oh, you can't sleep at night? What's going on? Are you hearing strange sounds? Are you hearing scratching sounds on the wall and it's not a cat doing it? You're hearing things running up and around and is it hearing strange sounds? What is it? How, first of all, how old is the place? Second of all, what did you bring in? Third of all, did anybody open up any portals anywhere? Playing with a Ouija board, messing around in the mirrors. Nothing wrong with a Ouija board as long as you know what you're doing. You're better off when you make your own. That way you know exactly what you're signing into it. Not somebody else made it and have something attached to it. So when you activate it, you got all this hell breaking loose in your place. Mm-hmm. Kind of like those drinks. People like to drink death water and voodoo beer and voodoo beer. You find yourself straggled out in front of your apartment on the ground and can't remember who you are. Yeah, one of my neighbors was drinking that, and next thing I know, he's on the ground. His words to me was, I bought this, it must have been at least 24 pack of this voodoo beer drink, whatever. I go, what you gonna do with that? That's voodoo what? He goes, oh, I saw it on sale. I thought I'd try it. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. Gotta be aware of the spells that are floating around. All right. So I wanted to make sure I let everybody know about that. Sorry I went on a tangent, but I just really don't come emailing me thinking I'm going to take care of all your stuff. I'm not going to do that. That's yours to do. Step it up. Sync up. I'm here if I want to lay cards down for you, great. If you're coming to get any service from any healer, come with a good heart. Don't come with no fuckery. Because you the one that's going to get messed up. Because you didn't stepped up in somebody's space and doing all that. Don't do it. Just stop. Don't do it. Keep telling y'all. But you got some people that just don't learn their lessons. They hard-headed. Oh, go on do that. Be that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monster. Monster's another one. Why are you going to drink something that has the word monster on it? What you waiting for? Lady Gaga to come up and ask you to come dance? What? Let me go back here. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. I said, let me get out here and say this quick. Cosmic flowers in the house high. Natural heavens in the house. Love it. Device was creator. Okay. Divine. Yeah, stay in that. Be in that. I'm going to read it from a person. Okay. Oh, yeah. 15 years. Yes, keep going. Yeah. Forgive the not room anything you're doing other than shining vacancy. Yes. Well, one of the things yes, keep releasing, calling out, calling your guidance. Yes, you have to do that. Yes, thank you so much, Queen, for saying that. One Queen. Yes, okay. If you're part of Be So Light tribe, you know what time it is. You know those codes and things that I give you, those clearings I do with you are for a reason. Because we're getting ready to get anchored again. Only some can go through certain portals. And let me tell you something. It don't always have anything to do with parasites. Okay? Don't get caught up in that one. Oh, I got to get clear of all my parasites because I might not be able to make it through a Stargate or something like that. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. What makes you think that Stargate doesn't know how to neutralize something like that? and certain parasites that are in your body are there for a reason. So when you are no longer using this vessel, they help to break you down if you're not going to go through cremation. Okay? So this is not the time to be stupid or us or cray cray. It's not the time. You better get right with yourself and step into yourself, step into your power. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. What are you doing? Why are you here? What is your piece of the puzzle that you bring to the table that's going to be for the good of all, including you with it? You want to hear something I thought that was so cool? I went back to the temple, made an appointment, but I brought my teacher that I learned all my healing work, body work, and graduated from the school. I brought her over so she could meet my acupuncturist. We were like 28 years, close to almost 29 years, been seeing this lady. And I brought her to meet her. Brought 2 different type of modalities. One for schooling and teaching the healers, and then the other one that keeps the healers healthy and families as a whole. The most wonderful thing, this whole temple place where she opened up the second part of her business, Tianqiao Herbs. I thought this was amazing because she opens it up and it's beautiful. And today she says to me this: I built this place because it's something I've always wanted to do, not just for myself, but for others to come and heal themselves and others to be of service of what they came here to do on the planet. That's a healer that knows why she is here. Not sitting around playing all these games and head bopping and all making up lies to the self, and you're not being truthful, hiding from yourself. Step into yourself, please. Thank you very much. That's why she's here. And so now, boom, these 2 meet, and she looks at me and she goes, Felicia, what did you do today? I said, I guess I was just supposed to bridge this, because both of you are in this Fair Oaks energy that's creating this vortex of healing for people. This is what this is about. This is what it's all about. It's not about service to the self. Why are you here? You got to remember this. Why are you here? I see you. So I thought that was amazing. So get this. When I go meet up with Madonna and I'm like, hey, I came over, I brought you your disc for your medicine works, gave her some of her medicine. She gave me my payment. And I said, let's go over to meet 10 Chow Herbs so you can see how close you guys really are. You're just a hop, skip, and a jump from each other. I see good things happening for both of you. You make the students, she's got a place where they can go and be if they want to look for a job. But 10, she want to make sure you're walking right. So I get there and Madonna comes up and she goes, here. Okay, so now pay attention, everybody. This is something I want you to help out with if you can, if you can't. First thing I want you to do is go to Kickstarter. I don't know if I can get onto my thing and type it in because I can't type in on my board thing here. So weird. Let me see if I can pull it up. Go to Kickstarter or either write it down. And this is not, you don't have to force yourself, but I'm going to share something with you that's really, really cool. Okay. And I thought when I saw it, I was like, and she gives it to me, and I was like, wow, talk about timing. And I go, Spirit, what am I supposed to do with this? And thinking to myself, what am I supposed to do with this? So let me see if I can go in. Okay, it says I'm live. Okay. All right, let me see if I can type in Kickstarter. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. You guys let me know if you can see it. Go to Kickstarter. And I need you to look for Lori Blanchard. I want to make sure I spell her name right because dyslexia comes in. Messes things up. There you go. Okay. Did I get her name right? Make sure. So I'm going to send this in. You guys let me know if you can see it. Can you see it in the group? Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Yay. You know what? Give me some kudos. I'm 59. I'm figuring all this AI stuff out, okay? How I can do this. I'm trying not to watch myself on the other thing. Okay, so she is her web page and Instagram. Now, hold on. Let me put this up because I want this to be an inspiration for all of you. Just in case if you're sitting back, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Because that's what I do. I share those experiences because it's going to give you that aha moment. Okay, spiritedsoul.net. Okay. So here is her spiritedsoul.net. This is her webpage. And she has Instagram. She has it under Lori Blanchard Art, as well as Spirit Soul Tarot. Yes, Tarot. I said it, Tarot. Okay. So, how's everybody's food intake? Are you guys finding yourself like you're not really hungry, but you're eating at a weird, odd time in the daytime? And that's the only thing you'll eat, and that's that, you know? Okay, that's her Instagram. So I'm just going to put IG. Okay, so go to Kickstarter and look for her name. If you would like to do a small donation to her, do one, because this is seventh dimension. She also has let me type it in here, spirited soul magazine.com. Okay, so I just put in her the magazine. This magazine just came out this month. First issue. She just dropped off the batch of magazines. I think it was either this morning before I got there. Her first print magazine. Look at this. Okay, this is not how she looks. This is the AI. But spirituality, healing, and creativity. Issue number 1. Okay, so this is Lori right here. That's her. I thought this was really interesting. So Donna gives me the book, and I'm like, what's this? And she goes, look at this. She worked so hard to put her magazine. She worked so hard to do it, and she finally put it together. And I was like, oh wow! Spirit is soul. And when you touch it, it feels really good. And I'm like, wow. So let's just take a journey. So she says, greetings, spiritual adventures. So she welcomes everybody. She has a welcome page. She has this for ads. Now, you guys know running a magazine is not cheap, especially if you're doing it yourself. So you need community support. And when I say community, I'm not just saying only people over here are going to support her. No, this is a world type of supporting. Okay, we can go here, nation, world. There, we'll go 3 steps. There you go. But she puts it in. She's got the table of content. And this is going to be all about letters from the publisher, make space to breathe, living well with Reiki, the 3 poisons, everyday magic, more than just clutter, with the silent flap of the wings, rediscovering, excuse me, rediscovering life through love and recovery, master fire and metal, lost constellations of the north, the history and the power of Tarot, Minerva's press to Tarot wisdom. May your inner quest grow your light. And she has a section in here for gut health, temple and marketplace. And then she has creativities. So we have the different writers. So I'm going to tell you what happened with this, okay? How she put together the Living Well. It's been a long time since I felt a really good magazine. Okay? Then you have, and she keeps it on, she has this. And I'm like, wow, it's really, really cool. She said everyday magic. Very different cultures. Different healers. Am I getting any inspiration going on there? Feeling alive. Look at this. Then she's put things in here for, you know, different things of grounding, meditational things. Just a really nice magazine. Starting off, silent flapping of the wings. Look who it is. They never see you coming. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then it's all about metal art. And so I'm looking through this and I'm just like, wow. And she puts things about the constellations and the medicine. She talks about cauldron points. This is a magazine that's for everybody. That's spiritual, awake. That's who it's for. Then my favorite. I knew we were in business then. The Tarot. Yes. So now I get the book and I'm like, this is such a nice magazine. And Spirit says, reach out to her. Call her right now. I'm like, what? So I had Madonna make the phone calls so we could connect and talk. And she was on her way to go deliver some more magazines off. So here's the conversation. I said, I love your magazine. I like how it feels. I love the articles that you have in your magazine. This is really cool. And she's going into the talk about how she got it started and she's trying to reach a goal. She has 2 more days to reach a certain goal. that she wants to reach, and she's not too far away from it. And I said, well, you know what? I will go onto my YouTube channel and I'll talk about your magazine and I'll show it off. And I'll tell people where they can go to follow you on your Instagram, to follow you in your soul tarot and the net, and where to go. Okay, to see what that is, if it's something that vibes with people or not. So I told her I would just put it up there. So we're talking, and the next thing I hear her saying, this is how come this is important for you to listen when Spirit tells you to do something. She gets a little sad. And I go, she goes, thank you so much for telling me how it makes you feel when you look at it. Because I just want to make sure I'm getting good things out there for people, and that people see my work and what my intention is and why I'm doing my part here on the planet. And I said, well, darling, you got the High Priestess card right here in the center of your book. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep going. Don't drop the ball. Don't get freaked out. Don't put it in your head, I might not make it to my goal. No. You're doing what the universe is here to support you. And those who feel called, they'll donate. And she goes, thank you so much for letting me know that. I asked for this to, the energy to be reciprocated back to you, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. So I thought this was interesting. So after I get this and I do this, and I give my client a discount because her birthday's coming up, and I said, your birthday's coming up, give you a discount for the services I did. I did that. This is why I say things are happening so fast. Okay? Go and do all the whole thing. After I go do that, I said, okay, I'm going to go back to Ross. Don't knock me. Ross has some good things. Better enjoy while I can, because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get rid of Ross next. So I go back in there, and I saw the other day a blanket that I wanted, and then something else for someone else. And I said, I'm going to get this for this person because they like chocolate a lot. They like their Reese's peanut butter cups a lot. And this blanket is perfect for this person. So I went ahead and got it. Get up to the counter. Lady sees the blanket, sees my blanket. She goes, oh, these are so cute. And I say, yeah. She goes, today's Tuesday. Are you over 55? And I go, honey, I'm 59. She goes, well, I'm going to give you a discount. And I go, thank you so much. Thank you so kindly. So I get that, and then I'm walking to my car, and I hear my team, look how fast things move. If others could just get it, they would understand. I go, yeah. Kind of like what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get it? How you moving that ball? What are you doing? How you moving with that energy? Okay? So, I just really wanted to share this. Someone created. If you have something that is in the creation of something that you want to put forward, rather, maybe you want to design your own cards. Maybe it's journals you want to design. Maybe it's you might want to put together a magazine of your own, or maybe you want to start your own channel and you just haven't thought about doing it. Maybe it's something you want to see yourself doing, but you just haven't gotten the to do it. I hope this is inspiring to you. I hope this gets you to think about it and to pull that energy in for yourself so that you can do it. Okay? So Today's message was solely for energies of things going on. What is it for you? What's happening? You can stop it. You can get rid of that energy. And if you, like I said, if you're going to work with a healer, tell the whole story, please. I can't stress that enough. Stop thinking that you tell part of it and that healer's going to figure it out. No. A lot of times we don't have to figure it out. And a lot of times spirit will tell the healer, don't say anything. Leave it like it is. Don't say nothing. Because there's some kind of lesson in it. Okay? So let's dive into our energy of the day. And let's take a look-see. Thank you for letting me know that you can see it on there. I'm so happy. Because I can't type it on my phone. And for some reason, it doesn't come up like I wanted to. Okay, so here we are with the yellow rhythmic sun. I organize in order to enlighten and balancing life. I seal the matrix of the universal fire with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power double. The color is yellow. The planet is Pluto. The crown chakra is the chakra, the crown. And the earth family is polar. So we are moving into the Isis rune, which is stand still. This is the part where we integrate. This is the part where we stand within ourselves. The cultivation of will provides the direction or force of momentum that helps us to attain higher ends on behalf of all, of the all. So this is fifth dimensional energy, super consciousness. This is also fifth dimensional thermic field, force field energy. And this activates the telepathic energy of the crown. Okay? This has definitely inspired me looking to create with divine spark of light. Thanks for you're welcome. That was the whole thing. Hey, priestess, I have to go. Yeah, no problem. Go for it. Go do your thing. No problem, lovely. Go do your thing. Sorry I ran so long. I'm going to wrap it up. You guys, I try to... Okay, that one fell out already. So everyone, go if you need to. Come back towards the end and just look at the reading if you feel called to. No problem. I try to not be on too long because I know all of you are busy or you just got off from work or been running around and I know. We're going to look at a little bit of magic today. What is your magic of yourself? And for God's sakes, don't let anyone talk you out of yourself because they feel uncomfortable with something you do. Don't let anyone do that to you. So many women do that when they get with a guy. They'll be dating and then the guy says, oh, I already went out with somebody that was into crystals and stuff like that and that didn't pan out. So then you get rid of your stuff because you want to impress this guy or vice versa. If it's a woman with a guy that's since that she don't want him having none of that. So here's the thing. If you met the person and they are into that and they love that, what did you get attracted to in the first place? What do you love about them? Don't be trying to change that person to fit your needs. There was a reason why you were attracted to them in the first place. So as long as they walking straight, they're being truthful, and they're not playing game on you, good to go. But they're playing game on you, toodaloo. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Toodaloo. If you haven't seen that movie, Miss Meadows, check it out. Free on Tubi. Okay, So we have our first card of the day, and this one is coming from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. It says Wailing Tree Recollections. The Wailing Tree Recollections. Above that, we have the Crystal Grid card, and it's all about the balance, number 45. Maintaining that balance. When that eclipse comes in, that's going to be another set of energy coming in. We're going to see a lot of speeding up even faster. They got a deadline to hit, you know what I'm saying? So for our magical card is number 17. It's the mantra medicine. Command, song, incantation, containment. Yes, I love that. Command, song, incantation, containment. Bring it in, command it in. Speak it into form. Then the numerology card I got was number 37. That comes to a 10, a 1 energy. It's timeout. Some of you need a timeout. Some of you need to take time to yourself. Some of you need to take medicine bath. Some of you just need to be quiet. Some of you just need to just be to yourselves and just say, I'm just going to have a bubble bath moment. Just be. It's okay. Our medicine card of the Shaman Star Wisdom is going to be Ascension. So many of us are shifting and moving through, and we're just shifting through. And that energy is allowing us to be transparent with ourselves. Okay? So I hope what I said today, one, those who are doing anything, it really, you got to go back and take a look at what you stepped up in. Okay? That's the secret. When did it start? Always got to go back. How many movies have you seen where you have to go back to the beginning to find out what started causing this in the first place? You always got to go back to the beginning. In Mrs. Meadows, they show you kind of towards the middle, towards the end of why she's doing what she's doing, the tragedy that she went through, that she carried. And there's some form of her that's still that little girl that witnessed all that. Why she dresses the way she dresses, wearing the top shoes, wearing the little bobby socks, you know, in those moments. So when you're dealing with those contracts and you need to break them, go back. Don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of what you got to face. That's the trick. That's how you take your power back. Go back and dispower the energy of those beings and command it so. This has a lot of power. You just have to be able to use it right and mean what you say. You can't be all like Adrian and Rocky Balboa, head all down, and you're just kind of like, you know, shy to the wind. And then later you see her in Rocky 3, in Rocky 4, she actually got a backbone. And she had to stand up to the man she married who is a fighter. She can't be a wussy woman. She's gotta have some guts. Because that's what she married. So each one of you need to really look now what contracts you want to break. What's still hovering over you. You're the only one that knows that. The healer that you seek to try to take that off, no. You go undo it. You got the power to do it. All you got to do is just believe in yourself. You just got to stand in your power and take it back. You're the only one that can do it. And you got to mean what you say. And you got to come from a place that pulls up every part of your being, of your energy, and to be able to bring it all into one hub and boom. Yeah, that's what you got to do. But don't be in fear. Because as long as you fear and as long as you're running, they keep it coming. They stop coming when you take your ground, you take your stand. I know that. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love. Be so like, and subscribe. Get the likes up. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. I will see you tomorrow because I got a lot of medicine things going on today. So be good to yourselves. Step into yourselves. Own yourselves. Own your divine power. Be that. And do what you do best. Shine. Toodaloo.